We're so glad you're still with us on Colorado and Company. Well, there are a lot of newcomers to Colorado, and you may not know about the presence of radon. Well, even if you've lived here a while, you may not know that according to Colorado Department of Public Health and Environment, half of the homes right here in Colorado have high radon levels. That's scary. Well, to help us learn more about radon and the risks it poses, we have Lauren Errico from the CDPHE. How are you, Lauren? Good to see you.
I'm good. Thanks for having me, Claudia.
Well, just chatting about radon, it really is alarming when you say half of the homes have that radon, could potentially have it. What is radon?
Yeah, so radon is a gas, and you can't see radon, you can't taste it, you can't smell it, but it can really harm your health. Radon is the #1 cause of lung cancer among non-smokers, and your pets and maybe even your children could be particularly susceptible because, you know, they have smaller lung capacities and they spend more time closer to the ground. And so we really want to spread the word about testing your home for radon. Really, getting a test is the best way to figure out if you have a problem with radon or not.
Yeah, you know, as a parent, this is very scary, especially because you can't tell whether your house has radon or not. So you talked about some of the risks that you could potentially be at if you have radon at home, but what have you seen with people living in homes with radon?
Yeah, so radon problems and your risk of lung cancer, it goes up if you are in a house where you're breathing in high radon levels over a long period of time. So it's a great time to test your house no matter when, because you just want to see if you have a problem to see if you can fix it. The great thing about radon is that all homes can be fixed. So if you test your home today and you have a radon level above 4 picocuries per liter, you can fix your house, and then that problem, you know, greatly diminishes. And so what we're really worried about is people developing lung cancer from breathing in radon over a long period of time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And there is, again, good news at the end of the day that you can get rid of it. How can somebody know if radon is potentially in their home? I mean, I guess you can't.
So we offer low-cost radon test kits on our website. They're $17 if you visit ColoradoRadon.info. And what you'll do is you'll purchase that test kit and then put it in the lowest livable area of your home. So maybe if you have a basement gym or kind of an area where you watch TV in the basement, you'll put that test there, and then you'll send those results to a lab, and they'll let you know if you have a problem with radon in your home.
Okay, now is there any homes in particular that are more at risk for radon, or it could be any home, really?
Yeah, so radon, like I said, is a gas. It comes naturally in our soils from degrading uranium, and it comes into your home through maybe cracks in building foundations or other openings. But what's really important is that radon, you can have a problem with radon in a new house, in an old house. Your neighbor may not have a radon problem, but you may. So just, again, the best thing to do is to test your home so that you're 100% sure whether or not you have a problem.
Yeah, and $17 again, that is not a big price to pay for potentially being at risk, yourself and your family as well. When you get the test, how does it work, Lauren? What do you have to do with it?
Yeah, so there'll be instructions on the test. The short-term test kits that I've been talking about, those $17 tests, you'll open it up, and then you'll set the test according to the instructions inside your house in that lowest livable area. The short-term tests sometimes range between maybe 48 hours, you leave it in there, or it could be up to 120 hours. And what you'll want to do is that you'll want to keep all of your windows closed. You won't want to be opening up or leaving the doors open as possible, which is why winter is a great time to test your house, because naturally we're trying to stay warm and keep our windows closed.
Yes.
And so once you've kept the test in there for that allotted time that it says on the instructions, there's a prepackaged label where you'll then send the test to the lab, and then you'll be able to get the radon levels from your house that way.
Okay, what happens if my home comes back with those high levels of radon?
Yep, so what you'll do if you say you get your test back and it's 4 picocuries per liter, you're like, that's high, I have a problem. You can also find certified radon mitigation contractors on our website at ColoradoRadon.info, and they'll be able to put in a radon mitigation system for you to fix the problem. The other thing that we have at the state is we also have a low income radon mitigation assistance program for people that may have a radon problem, but they're really struggling to pay for the mitigation themselves. They can apply for this program and it can help cover the cost so that they can fix the problem in their house.
That's wonderful. And one more question is, how often should we be testing our homes?
We generally say once every 2 years, just to keep on top of it and just to know where your levels are at.
Great. Well, that test on your website is one way to do it. Thank you so much,
Yeah,
Lauren.
thanks so much for having me
This morning. Absolutely. Well, now is a good time to test for radon in your home. To learn more and get your low-cost testing kit, go to ColoradoRadon.info.